Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 3rd of October. It's Thursday. Just going to give our update outlook for the Japanese yen. Now, in terms of today's video, we're going to look at the Japanese yen against the USD, also the CAD and the Euro. We'll go to the charts in a moment. Now, our view is that Japanese yen has got a long way to go on the upside. Great trade for long-term trend followers. Really good risk to reward. Now, in terms of the logic of why we're so bullish of the Japanese yen and the key technical levels to look out for, we're going to go to the trade setups right now. But please do keep in mind, it is my view as of this moment in time. It can, of course, change in line with the market conditions. If you want all our trading techniques, our daily technical and sentiment analysis of 14 Forex pairs, including the 3 we're going to analyse right now, you can click on the link beneath this video, and for a limited period you get live access to our member centre. Right, in terms of trade setups, the first one we're going to look at is going to be USDJPY. Right, on USDJPY daily chart, I'm not going to do the weekly chart in this video. You can check my previous videos, I've covered it there. You can see the targets pretty clearly, 100, then 80. That's, of course, if you're a bear. We're very bearish, so a long way to go on the downside. Now, in terms of, just before we draw our levels, why are we so bullish of the yen? Well, you've got a slump in global growth that is accelerating. Every major economy is struggling to create growth. There's no turnaround coming quickly, which means against this backdrop, the yen will remain strong. It's the #1 safe haven currency. Now, we've got trade wars in the mix, but even if trade wars are solved, which I don't think they're going to be, that isn't going to stop the global growth slow up. Okay, I've mentioned this in previous videos. So yeah, that's a big long-term fundamental in favour of the yen. Another one is that Japan is a creditor nation. It's got a huge current account surplus anyway, and now that's benefiting by big money flow into Japan from overseas investors seeking the safety of putting their money in Japan, the bond market, JGBs, etc. So that will help keep the yen firm. This big money flow from abroad will accelerate in our view. Now, in terms of US interest rates, if they're at neutral, even at neutral, the yen will remain firm. What do I mean by neutral? No cutting bias, okay? Yeah, the Fed, okay, they're sort of not neutral. They're kind of got a cutting bias, haven't they? I mean, they're going to cut. That's our view anyway. If they remain on hold, that doesn't really hurt our yen bullish view either. The yen is severely undervalued historically. If you look at it in historical terms, very undervalued. It's going to play catch up. It's already doing it on currencies already. Far more strength to come in the yen. Now, in terms of tomorrow, we've got non-farm payroll. I'm not really too bothered about non-farm payroll, to be honest, in terms of my outlook for the yen. If it's a good payroll number, so what? Yeah, market's still focused on the Fed potentially cutting rates going forward. One payroll number isn't going to make a lot of difference to the big picture. If it's worse than expected, that's just going to reinforce the market's view that the Fed will probably ease. Now, in terms of this pair, definition candle here, pointed it out before, high volume institutional order flow and portfolio adjustment as basically big players adjusted to the Fed stance on rates. And that candle is going to be very hard to take out, as we said in previous videos. And we actually did sell basically that candle. Got a nice move down, and then we got stopped out for a couple of 100 pips. But we wanted to sell the dollar again, and we get our chance basically. That body's going to be really hard to take out in that cluster of candles. Come up, sell, okay? So we're in at 107.70, we're at 106.88. No real profit so far, obviously. But that level, these two trend lines here are going to be very difficult to take out, okay? Now, from our perspective, well, not from our perspective, from the perspective if you wanted to get into the trade and you're not in it, just bear with me, I'll just draw a trajectory. Sorry, I just want to line my line up. I can't get it straight for some reason. There we go. That level there is the first level of resistance, really lining up with 108. You could put actually another straight line across there. In fact, I'll do it. There we go. If we get into that zone there, just sell back through this level here, just clear of the 108 level. I'm not sure we'll get through the level though. You could just really, in my view, sell the rally. Okay, any rally above 108 is going to fail, so you can just come back through the round number. After non-farm payroll, just sell it through the low of tomorrow. I mean, if I wasn't in, I'd just sell it anyway, because just limited upside and so much downside in this pair. I'm not too fussy about getting the perfect entry. Of course, if you get a rally up here, sell back through, I think that'd be good. But if we just sell off, I think that's fine as well. Limited upside, a lot of downside. Keeping our eye on the big picture with this one. Now, really like the look of USDJPY. In terms of the next one I'm going to look at, it's going to be CADJPY, which I think is just about to confirm possibly a major trend to the downside. And then I'll look at EURJPY last, just simply because I covered it in depth in my Euro video at the weekend. But that's been one of our favourite trend following trades for over a year. It looks good as well. But I think what we'll do next is we'll look at CADJPY, which has got really big downside potential as well. So let's shift over to that chart. Right, CADJPY daily. Not doing the weekly chart in this video, but weekly target is 70. So a long way from where we are now. We're at 80. Now, why am I so bearish of the CAD? I'm not just bearish of the CAD on the JPY, actually. I'm bearish of the CAD on numerous currencies. It's the most overvalued major currency this year in our view, and its bullish fundamentals have peaked. Now, if you saw a video yesterday, a GBP video, we bought the GBP on the CAD. That's going quite nicely. USD CAD's doing okay. We're also basically short CAD CHF. A lot of currencies, the CAD is a sell-on. And why am I so bearish? Well, it is a risk currency, so it's sensitive to global growth. Global growth is slowing. Commodity prices will obviously fall. That will weigh on the CAD. Point number two, the domestic economy has peaked. And if you look back over the last few months, Canadian data has been pretty good, hasn't it? You could say arguably it's been the best of the major economies, but you can now see that it's actually peaked out and it's going to turn down. Bank of Canada, who've been on hold, will move to cut rates. Okay, the bullish news is exhausted. It's basically overvalued. It's going to fall in our view. Right, now to the technicals. There's the definition candle, which we did take when it sliced 82. Nice move down. Only came out with a bit of profit, but just like with USDJPY, we're going to get another chance to sell it. Comes up to 82. Touch. We can sell off the level. Now, from our perspective, that is the line in the sand, so to speak, where our stop is behind. Up, can't get through, just can't get through, really struggling. Down, in, tries to hold the 20-day moving average here. We're always looking for this to really get decisively broken if we're bearish. Decisively break it on that big red just off the low today. So, in terms of this one, we haven't got too much out of it so far, 150 pips. So I'm looking for obviously a lot more. How would you play this one? Well, my own view is you've got some candle bodies there. Let's see, 3 bodies. Sorry, my line isn't straight as per usual. Need to get a new mouse. Just bear with me. There we go. Body. Tail tries to hold. Body slices. Trajectory. I probably don't need the trajectory. You probably get the general idea. Back up to 81. She's a sell. So if she got up there, you can just wait for topping action, come off. If you've got above the level, that level's going to be hard to take out. What about on weakness through the tail through 79.80. Long way to go on the downside, in my view. And you can gather with both these setups, I'm not too concerned about little short-term rally or whatever. Yeah, JPY is getting stronger, in my view, longer term on USD and CAD, and obviously, of course, the euro, which we're just briefly going to take a look at now because I did cover it in the video at the weekend. So let's quickly shift over and update EURJPY. All right, we're on the chart of EURJPY. I'm just going to use the chart from our member center. I'm going to cover this one briefly. I did cover it in a full video, like I said, at the weekend, which you can check out if you wish when I did my general view of the euro. Now, in terms of over the last year or so, we've been very bearish of the euro, and it has come down really nicely. Our present trade is in at 119.55. This morning when I did this chart, 117.30, a little bit of a decline. You can see at the top there to 117.22. So about 230 pips profit so far, but we're looking for a lot more. We're looking for it to move down to 100 or even lower. Now, in terms of this pair, there's the definition candle that sliced out the monthly support at 120. Got in, got a nice trade, then we bounced and we get stopped out, but we get another chance. Come up to the 120 level, poke it, sell, come back up, can't get through, and now moved to the downside. I've actually bought my stop down since I did that video at the weekend. I don't think I need it behind 120 anymore. I've just put it 119.55, so just 5 pips behind my entry. Now, where we're sitting now, you've got a round number 118. If we jumped up through 118, I've just sell back through the level. Or if we just came off 118, yeah, if we don't rally, what would I do if I wasn't in? I would just sell it anyway, if I'm honest. Put one small one in, maybe put another one in on a failed rally or on weakness after non-farm payroll. Yeah, keep it quite simple with these yen trades, which we've done, yeah, basically since we've had our bullish bias towards the yen, which is a good while actually. Done really well out of the yen. I hope that's going to continue. But we'll see. The markets can always wrong foot you and make you look stupid. But I'm just I'm obviously bullish of the yen, as for long-term position traders, focusing on the long term. I think the yen looks a great long-term buy. But you gathered that already. Right, that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day. It'll be nice, or not nice, it'll be interesting to see what happens after non-farm payroll tomorrow. We do have stocks a bit edgy, don't we? And, if we did get a big sell-off in stocks, that would help our yen trades, obviously, as well. But, we'll have to wait and see. But that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.